Good afternoon, students. Welcome to 6th standard social class. Students, today we are going to continue the same lesson, History, Unit 2, the post-Mauryan India. Indo-Greeks, Indo-Parthians, Sakas and Kushanas. So these are the empires we are going to see. Indo-Greeks and Indo-Parthians. After the conquest of northwestern India and the Punjab region, Alexander the Great left the conquered territories under provincial governors. Two of its eastern satrapies, Bactria and Parthia, revolted under their Greek governors and declared their independence. So both the Greek and Parthians, they declared, they informed, they want to live alone, they want to uh, lead their life independence. Okay, next one. After the decline of the Mauryan Empire, the Greek rulers of Bactria and Parthia started encroaching into the northwestern borderlands of India. After the decline of the Mauryan Empire, the Greek rulers, the Greek kings of Bactria and Parthia started encroaching into the northwestern border, north direction and western direction border lands of India. The Bactrian and Parthian settlers gradually intermarried and intermixed with the indigenous population. Slowly, the Bactrian and Parthian, they gradually intermarried. Intermarried means Bactrian boy, Bactrian Parthian girls, they married like this. They intermarried and intermixed with the indigenous population. This facilitated the establishment of Indo-Greek and Indo-Parthian colonies along the northwestern part of India. Like this, the two Indo-Parthians and Indo-Greeks, they mixed and they make a colonies along the northwestern part of India. Okay, next one. Rulers of Indo-Greeks. For all the kings are rulers of Indo-Greeks. Demetrius. Demetrius I. So see the picture in this picture. So he was the Demetrius I. He was the son of Greco-Bactrian ruler Euthydemus. So he was the son of Greco-Bactrian rulers Euthydemus. Okay, he was the king of Macedonia from 294 to 288 BC. Okay, numismatic evidence proves that Demetrius issued bilingual square coins with Greek on the obverse and Harshothi on the river side. So both sides they have to mention their inscriptions, faces like this. Okay, scholars are not able to decide which of the three named Demetrius was the initiator of the Yuana era, commencing from 2nd century BC in India. Next one, Menander. Menander. He was the Menander. He was one of the best known Indo-Greek kings. So he was the best king of Indo-Greek kings. He is said to have ruled a large kingdom in the northwest of the country. So the Menander, he is said to have ruled a large kingdom in the northwest of country. His coins were found over an extensive area ranging from Kabul Valley and Indus River. So he extended his area from Kabul Valley to Indus River to western Uttar Pradesh, that is UP. Okay. Next one, contributions of Contributions of Indo-Greeks. What are all the contributions they given in those days? Okay. Coinage. What are the coins they used? Indo-Greek rulers introduced a die system and produced properly shaped coins with inscription, symbols, and engraved figures on them. Indians learned this art from them. They used coins they used the coinage system. They used properly shaped coins with inscription. See, they used their coins are properly shaped with inscription. They written the year, the the king's face, like this, no? So the inscriptions, everything is properly mentioned, symbols also, and engraved figures on them. So all Indians people, we have to learn art from Indo Greeks. Okay, next one, sculpture. The Gandhara school of Indian art is heavily indebted to Greek influence. So, sculpture, the Gandhara school of Indian art is heavily indebted to Greek influence. So, the Greeks style is influenced. The Greeks were good cave builders. So, the Greeks were good cave builders. The cave, they have to make a different types of sculptures, figures, like this. Okay, the Mahayana Buddhists learned the art of carving out caves from them and became skilled in rocket architecture. So the Mahayana Buddhist, the follower of the Buddhism, okay, they learned the art of carving caves. Okay, they very intelligent of rocket architecture. Okay, next one, Sakas. Sakas, the Indo-Greek rule in India was ended by the Sakas. So, when the enter of the Sakas, the Indo-Greek kingdom is ended. Okay, Sakas as nomads came in huge number and spread all over northern and western India. So the Sakas is a nomad. Already I told, nomad means they are not settled in proper place. They are moving, going on there, change their places. Okay, so the Sakas, they came in huge number. Huge number means big number. They spread all over northern and western India, north side and western direction of India. Okay, the Sakas were against the tribe of Turkey nomads. They against the tribe of Turkish nomads. Sakas were Scythians, nomadic Asian Iranians, and known as Sakas in Sanskrit. Saka rule was founded by Mayus or Mogain in the Gandhara region, and his capital was Sirkap. So the Saka's capital is Sirkap. Okay, his name is mentioned in Mora inscription. So um, this name is mentioned in the Mora inscription. His coins bear images of Buddha and Shiva. They in their coins they mention the images of Buddha and Shiva, Lord Shiva. Okay. Next one, rulers of Indo-Parthians, Baglavas. The Indo-Parthians came after the Indo-Greeks and the Indo-Scythians, who were in turn defeated by the Kushanas in the second half of the 1st century AD. Indo-Parthian kingdom of Gondopharid dynasty was founded by Gondopharinus. The domain of Indo-Parthians comprised Kabul and Gandhara. The name of Gondopharinus is associated with the Christian apostle Saint Thomas. So, Christian apostle Saint Thomas, according to the Christian tradition, Saint Thomas visited the court of Gondopharinus and converted him to Christianity. So, Saint Thomas came to India and he converted many people into Christianity. Okay. Next one, Rudra Dharman. Rudra Dharman. So this is the figure of Rudra Dharman. Okay, the Rudra Dharman was the most important and famous king of Sakas. So Rudra Dharman was the most famous and important king of Sakas dynasty. His Junagat Kirnar inscription was the first inscription in Chasti Sanskrit. Okay, so the Rudra Dharman king was the famous and important king of Sakas dynasty. So this is we have to see in the Junagat and Kirnar inscription. Okay, next one, the Sakas. The Sakas appointed satrapas or satraps as provincial governors to administer their territories. They appointed satrapas or satraps as provincial governors. Okay, to administer their territories. Next one, Kushanas. The Kushanas formed a section of the Yuxi tribes who inhabited northwestern China in the remote past. He, in the first century, in the first century, the Yuki tribes were composed of five major sections, which of the Kushanas attained political ascendancy over others. Okay, next one, the Kushana kingdom. The Kushana kings. Kanishka. Kanishka was the greatest of all the Kushana emperors. Kanishka, King Kanishka was the greatest of all the Kushana emperors. Among the Kushana emperors, Kanishka was the greatest king. So this is the picture of King Kanishka. Okay. He assumed the sovereignty in 78 AD and proclaimed his rule by the foundation of a new era, which later became Saka era. The Kushana capital initially was Kabul. So, first, primarily, the Kushana capital was Kabul. Later, it was shifted to Peshawar or Purushpura. First, initially, they declared their capital in Kabul. Afterwards, it shifted into Peshawar or Purushpura. Purushpura. Okay. Next one. Rulers. Catfishes is 1. Catfishes 2. So, what are the contributions of Catfishes 1? He was the first famous military and political leader of the Kushanas. He overthrew the Indo-Greek and Indo-Parthian rulers and established himself as a sovereign ruler of Bactria. He extended his power in Kabul, Gandhara, and up to the Indus. So his place extended into Kabul, Gandhara, and up to the Indus. Okay, next one, Catfishes 2. He maintained friendly relationship with the emperors of China and Rome and encouraged trade and commerce with the foreign countries. Some of his coins contained the inscribed figures of Lord Shiva and his imperial title were inscribed in the Harosthi language. So in the Catfishes 2, he maintained a good relationship. Good relationship, that means friendly relationship with other emperors of China and Rome, and he inscribed figures in the coins. Okay, Lord Shiva. Okay, in the language of Harosthi language. Okay, thank you, children.